All right. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. We had a pretty nice reversal after yesterday's afternoon sell-off. The PCE came in today. It was a little bit better than people expected, and so the market recovered. I do believe I was mentioning this on Sirius XM yesterday when I was talking about how it's the same thing. Do you think the Fed's rates, do you think they're doing enough and this and that and the other thing? And I've been saying this for a while. I don't think the Fed knows squat about much at all. And I think that they're using, last century tactics to manage this century's problems. There's two aspects of what's happening. And that is the cost of money. That's what the Fed's dealing with. And there's also the amount of money. And then you've got Janet Yellen, probably one of the more incompetents that's ever run the Fed, who screwed up the interest rate part of it with the whole inflation is transitory thing. And later saying, well, I think I was in good company and feeling that way, which got me to think, well, wait a minute, honey. I thought you were supposed to be the one that everybody else is agreeing with. So why are you saying, well, I was in good company? You were the company. So she screwed the pooch on that for years. Now she's over in Treasury where it's like, well, wait a minute. Now that I screwed up monetary policy, now I can go in and get the other half of the equation and screw up how much money we're putting in. I mean, what are we at? 32 trillion now and counting? Tens of trillions here, tens of trillions there. Pretty soon, it kind of becomes a situation where you're probably really not going to be able to climb our way out of that. So that's where we are. We've got Powell doing what he's doing and not much good about that. But hey, we're coming in for a soft landing at $32 trillion feet. We're coming in for a soft landing. But then don't worry about it because Janet Yellen's over there giving money to Zelensky and the oligarchs over there. And then also, of course, talking about using monetary policy to combat climate change. So the adults are at the helm. We can feel really good about that. And so what we have now on this is we've actually got a situation where the market has finally shrugged its shoulders and going, you know what, we don't really care about anything. It's all good. So what we got to be doing is we got to be sticking around with the all good portion of things. And that's what's happening right now. You look at the S&P, it's moving higher. Certainly you look at the NASDAQ, and that's really moving higher. We're very, very close. I'm just looking at the Qs here. We're like 6.5% away from an all-time high. And the wheels have come off the wagon when it comes to monetary policy and certainly fiscal policy. Congress never met a dollar that it didn't want to print and then spend. So we've got big trouble that way. But this is my suggestion to you. It's kind of like make money while there's money to be made, or put another way, it's every man for himself. And I think there's a lot of money to be made in the market by just staying long. That's really what I'm saying right now, is just stay long in the market. This could have been a very, very short video because that's what I would say. Hey, man, if the bull's running, then hop on the bull and ride him till he bucks you off. But of course, I went into all this stuff about bitching about the Fed and Janet Yellen and Powell and this and that. And then that's kind of my guilty pleasure on a Friday. So you can deal with that. And if what I said bothered you, the good news is life goes on, and I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to get over that. Okay. So stay long or be wrong. It's all I can say. All right. And with that said, that's all I'm going to say. You all have a great weekend.